this Christmas Eve was the finale of Merlin, which is the BBC show reimagining of the Arthurian legend of King Arthur. And it is over. And so I guess now that I've had time to cope, I can finally talk about this very disappointing finale. Now, I want to say this. I love the cast of this show. Love them. Especially my queen, Angel Colby. I hear nothing bad against her. I will not hear it. I will not acknowledge it. Okay? But yeah, and I love the cast. I love Colin. I love Bradley. I love Katie. All of them. They've been great. They have really made this series worth watching because the writing has been crap for a while. But yet, there was always something entertaining about it. And also, even if it was little things, at least some stuff would progress. This season, none of that happened. There was no progression. There was no moving forward. It was just really messy and poorly handled, to the point where I would argue that all you would have to do to get this series, and by series I mean in the British term of this season, is watch episodes 1 and 2, just skip everything else, and just watch episodes 11, 12, 13. And you would still get the storyline. I mean, maybe you'd have to watch... Yeah, you would get the entire storyline just by watching those episodes. Maybe the episode with this year to fill stuff out, but really, just watching those episodes, you could probably get what the whole season is about and not miss anything, because it's really that basic. And that's disappointing. I feel like this season has really been a letdown in terms of telling a story and creating something that, we can feel proud about. And I will get into it right now about what those specific things are. So there are 5 things. The first thing is that nothing was accomplished that we were promised. From the very beginning of this series, we have been told Arthur will be the greatest king ever. He will bring back magic. He will right the wrongs of his father. He and Merlin will do all these amazing, fantastical, wonderful things. What does that happen then? I mean, we get this time skip between series 4 and 5, and we've had 3 years of peace in Camelot. Whoop-de-doo. Then you find out that 2 of those years were safe because Morgana was imprisoned for those 2 years, and the 3rd year she spent trying to, come up with some stupid plot to destroy Arthur that we all know won't succeed because she can't win at anything. And, Arthur is still having the same daddy issues he's been having the entire series. Magic has not been restored. In fact, Merlin actually shoots that whole idea in the foot, trying to get back at Mordred, excuse me. So, Arthur has accomplished nothing. He has done nothing. So why should we feel satisfied with this whole conclusion? Especially with Arthur's problems. I mean, maybe if there hadn't been a 3-year time skip, if this had happened in season 4, or, if the time skip had been a year instead of 3 years, because by this time, I would hope that Arthur has realized that while he loves and admires his father, he was a horrible person, and that, he should probably stop trying to idealize him to the degree that he has. But no, there's a whole episode dedicated to this one issue. Like, we have been having these talks since season 1. You know your dad was a bad guy. You have to fight him so many times, and yet you're still pining for his attention like a little baby. It's over. It's been 3 years, you're king, you have a wife. I don't know why I don't have no children, but I guess because you were born of magic, you probably can't reproduce. But at the end of the day, it's enough. Enough is enough. Let him grow. But they don't. He just stays exactly the same person he was before. And it's disappointing because why have we had 3 series about this whole story if nothing that we were expecting to happen came to pass, except that Arthur dies? That's it. It's a complete disappointment, and it's a shame for the Arthur's character because he's just been completely screwed over in this whole thing. Number 2, no character development. No one grows up, no one evolves, no one changes. You could maybe make a case for Gwen's character, but Gwen's character has always been the most stable in terms of development. She's really just been on one upward bound. And so she really remains untouched. I was happy to see her do some more things this season, but overall, no one develops. Everyone, like I said with Arthur, same problems. In terms of shipping, I know everyone who loves Merthyr. Merthyr's been doing the exact same thing they've been doing for 5 seasons. It's like, at this point, Arthur, when Merlin says that something's happening, maybe trust his opinion. He's been right how many times, and you still don't listen to him? You still are having the exact same arguments you've been having since series 1, and you've been friends for 10 years or however long it's been? Enough is enough. By this point, You guys should be beyond this petty squabbling and stupidity. It is not progression for what you guys are dealing with for this finale. They should have evolved in terms of their relationship. The same thing with the Knights. Nothing for them. First episode, you get a little bit of Percival and Gawain, then it's over. So it's like, whatever. You know, Gwen kind of is developed, but she doesn't get any screen time. So that never really counts for anything. You know, no one evolves, no one changes, no one grows. Morgana consistently fails at everything. She's a complete hypocrite. And, you know, what's so hypocrite about Morgana? Like, you want to be the savior of magic, but you screw over and manipulate everyone. Who would pick you to save anyone? I can't. The character development in this series was disappointing. And that's what I really wanted, was some good character development. But nope. It was shite. Number 3, reusing similar plot threads. Merlin's whole thing with Mordred is the exact same friggin' thing that we have been dealing with forever. Every time he went to the Great Dragon, like about Morgana or Mordred, he's like, Great Dragon, every time, kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them. And you don't do it. And then now with this series, he makes a mistake with Mordred that leads him on the path to destroy Arthur and become a villain. The exact same thing they did with Morgana in series 2. The exact same thing. Jesus, is there no other way you can write this plot? It's the exact same story. And then with Guinevere, her getting kidnapped and then mind planted to be evil, doing the exact same things that they had with Morgana in series 3. Even some shots, someone on Tumblr, you can see all like the photo sets, almost similar scenes and just actions. It's annoying. Even though the acting, Angel Colby's just a great actress. She can work that shit. But it's the exact same friggin' story. Again, and this is the 3rd year in a row we have had there's a traitor in Camelot, and no one can tell who it is. No one. Except Merlin, but he won't tell anyone because he just doesn't think that's appropriate, I suppose. It's the exact same storyline we've had for 3 years. Traitor in Camelot. I was hoping that when Gwen got that one girl in the beginning, that would be the end of that. Like, yes, finally a Pendragon has found a traitor in the first episode. But, you know, whoops, there it is. I have to put my iPad down for this one because it's going to make me scream. Alright, so number 4 is Merlin's general lack of effectiveness. I love you, Merlin. I love you, Colin. Colin, if by some chance you see this, I adore you. You are amazing. You are great. You make me feel things all the time. And I generally like Merlin's character. But what is wrong with him? Why does he keep making the same mistakes every single time? You didn't learn from Morgana. You didn't learn from the first time with Mordred. You didn't learn from, you know, the Lancelot situation. You didn't learn from anything. You just keep doing the exact same things over and over again. But the finale was the icing on the cake. Because Arthur gets stabbed with a poisonous sword. He has to be taken to Avalon. He's got 3 days to get there. And on the 3rd day, when he's about to keel over, that's when Merlin calls for the Great Dragon to fly them over. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He already knows you're a wizard, or sorcerer, whatever you want to call it. He already knows you have magic. You want to save his life. I mean, I get that they wanted to have the deep Merthyr love bromance conversations and whatever, but that's stupid. You don't think anyone would watch the show and think, why didn't he just call the dragon from the entire time? No, at the end, when the guy's about to die, after the thank you scene, it just kind of like, it boggles the mind. Do you really have to facilitate this conversation by having a massive plot hole? This is why you should just done the whole reveal thing in the beginning, have the conversation be like at the end of the battle, just have Arthur die, get stabbed, and then he tries to get the dragon to bring him there, and it's just too late because the wounds are too severe. Oh my god. It was so stupid. I could not. When I saw the dragon come, I thought maybe he died and I missed it. Because I know he said he was dying earlier. Maybe he keeled over and couldn't come. But no, he came for the last 5 seconds. And it's like, Arthur is the once and future king. Well, he didn't accomplish anything that one time. So I don't know what he's going to do in the future if he's stuck in a rock forever. Terrible. Terrible. The best thing about the finale, Queen Guinevere. Fuck yes. Get it, girl. All day, every day. That's my queen. Long live her. That was great. Oh, and then number 5 for the other thing, anticlimactic deaths of characters. Morgana went out like a bitch. Really, girl? They just stabbed you? Mind you, I don't even care about Morgana like that. But that was bullshit, the way they let her go down like that. Like, you just stabbed her in the chest. Like, you could have done that forever ago. Just now you thought that was a good idea. You did that season 4. You know, when she actually did get stabbed. You didn't think to do it then? Or before? Nope. Gotta wait till now. Mordred? What was that? That was so anticlimactic. I mean, it just... And then Gawain, my baby. I was like, no, Lord Jesus. But it just... Why would you kill them off that way? It was just kind of like, it was, especially Morgana and Mordred, they just died in very, like Mordred stabs Arthur. It's like, and all of a sudden, no! You're dead too. Does the chainmail not work? Is it just there for show? Because y'all get stabbed really easily. Maybe I get a new, you know, blacksmith. Well, Tom, obviously, one of his dad was the best one, because ever since he died, everyone's getting stabbed easily. So, y'all just fucked up there. It's just, it's incredulous. Like, the writing is so bad for this season. Even worse than before, because the other 4 seasons, even though they had some, like, crazy episodes, I could overall enjoy it. But this series, no. It was just hot mess. But like I said, God bless this cast. And I hope they have great things in the future. You know, Angel Colby, I know she's doing Dancing on the Edge. I hope everyone else gets something else too. Because they are great people. They are fun. They are endearing. I love watching the behind the scenes stuff. And, you know, they just would like to have fun. I want the best for them. But this season was ridiculous. And can I also add how irritated I personally am that there was no kiss between Gwen and Arthur this entire season? I realized I wanted, like, the minority Arthur-Gwen shippers, because I think they have amazing chemistry. I don't care. I think they have amazing chemistry. I love how they got together. I think their storyline is awesome. Well, let me be real. There are problems with it. Obviously. They're underdeveloped because the writers don't give a shit about them. Obviously, because they got no damn kiss or anything except when Gwen was evil. Then they get to have affectionate scenes together, which is bullshit. But anyway, there are problems with how it is written. I won't lie. But they're cute together, and I like them. And I think that since they are a canon ship, they are married, I think I'm entitled to expect at least one goddamn kiss on the lips. I mean, where my violins at, y'all? This is what I look forward to. Nothing. And I get that Merthyr is the hook for most people in the fandom. I do. I respect that. I don't even dislike Merthyr as a thing, because I think that there's a great chemistry between those two characters and actors as well. However, I finally should find it as canon. I finally like a canon ship. I would like to have some canon shit happen. Okay, when I shipped Zutara, I had to sit through canon all the time. So how about I get my friggin' Arwen? Okay, guys? Like, this is, please, all I ask for. Even in the finale, nothing between them. Nothing between the actual married couple, because who gives a shit about them? It's gotta be about Merthyr. And it's like, it would mean more to me if Merthyr actually got well developed this season. But it didn't. It was the same shit we've had all the time. So it's not like either of these relationships were either progressed to a degree where, you know, I could be like, well, da, da, da. I understand they wanted to have the last scenes with Arthur and Merlin. I do, and I respect that as terms of narrative. It is their story. But Gwen is his wife. She's also been there from the beginning. Can they get maybe one goodbye scene together? They didn't even get to say goodbye to each other. Like, she didn't even know he really died until who knows when. Where's her closure? Where's the closure for that relationship? Oh, wait, no one cares but a few people, so we don't get it. It's so annoying. Anyway. Like I said, love the cast, love you guys. I wish the best for you, especially my Queen Angel. I will support you to the end of time. But yeah, I won't deny that this has been a fun ride for me. As much as I will complain and tell about the issues with the writing, I love the first 4 seasons of Merlin. Despite the flaws, they're my feel-good show. That's my feel-good show. I love it. I will rewatch it probably later on and enjoy seeing it from the beginning. But I will not deny that this season was extremely disappointing, and the finale was just the icing on the cake, because we didn't get what I feel was expected. Besides my shipping problems, everything else that I talked about, I feel is very valid to say that I feel this was an unsuccessful ending to an enjoyable, fun series. If you did like the finale, that's great. And more power to you, because I wish I did as well. And I just wanted more from this. And I didn't get it, and I was kind of disappointed by that.